Let's say she got paid £1,000 to do just those two things. I got paid £100 to do all those things that they wanted me to do. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl EMjessiara. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So this setup right now is hilarious. I'm literally sitting in the middle of my living room on the floor. There's a huge mirror right here. Makeup is on the floor. Mic is right here. Like, the whole lot is going on right now. Just because I'm not even being dramatic, I probably had about 50 messages, plus including comments, probably about 75 people asking me, how the hell did you do that makeup look, Jess? Like, give me a makeup tutorial right now. I know you're not a beauty guru, but I need a makeup tutorial. So I said, cool. The girls that want it, I'll give it to you. And the girls that don't, you don't have to watch. For today's video, we are going to be sitting and chatting about being an influencer. A topic that is quite hilarious, I may add. I will get into it. I will explain to you guys the situation that I've been going through the last couple of weeks, and also announcing something really exciting, an interview that I've done with Girl Boss that is coming out when you guys see this video, so I will link it down below if it does launch on Friday. A portion of this video will be sponsored by Skillshare, so thank you Skillshare to sponsoring this video. But without further ado, I'm going to be showing you guys the makeup look that I've done. When you guys see this, it would be a couple days ago. I decided to dress up, do my makeup, and put on a dress and take some Instagram pictures. I will insert them here. They will be on the thumbnail as well because I love them photos. People have also been asking, how do I take my pictures at home by myself? Just that, I take my pictures at home by myself. Like, I don't always rent studios, I don't always book studios or go all the way to central London. Sometimes I can't be asked. I have a whole baby that I have to take with me, so that's not always realistic. So I literally done my makeup, set up my tripod on my phone. I had the clicker remote thing that I got on Amazon, and I used my back flash. I turn my lights off. I love flash photos. Gives me like that celebrity vibe. But let's just talk and do our makeup. I will be telling you guys products, etc., because I know that's what you guys want. Everyone's like, what lip combo do you use? What concealer are you using? Your skincare is amazing. For moisturizer, I use coconut oil, and it's only recently, like for the last couple of months, that I've been using coconut oil to moisturize my face, only because when I was younger, I suffered with acne and I had acne prone skin. I still kind of do. I break out when, where does that go? I break out when obviously I don't eat well. I break out when I'm on my period. When I'm stressed, I break out. So I'm really prone to getting acne, and my skin has just been a mess. So the real gag is that I'm still wearing mascara and liner under my eyes. Hence why my eyes may look a bit dark. It's because I've got residue left, because I put on a lot of eyeliner. I think that's why people liked it, because it's the makeup. I don't usually do this makeup. I only really do it when I'm going out properly, and even then I don't do it. Let's talk about being an influencer. More specifically, let's talk about being a Black British influencer who's also a woman. It's like, I feel like that's just the most difficult phrase, if that makes sense. Like, you already get problems for being a certain skin color, for being a woman, and for also being British. So it's like everything's combined into one. So I'm gonna start off just telling you guys what my role is being an influencer. I call myself a content creator, but I am an influencer. The next thing I'm doing is eye cream, because my eyes have been a state the last couple of days, and I've been rubbing it and pulling at my skin. I never wear eye cream. This is literally the first time I'm doing this in months for you guys. Being a content creator slash influencer, it's such a funny role. It's such a funny job, because obviously I'm not even going to talk about this or expand on it, but the whole Molly May, you know what I'm talking about. The whole situation that happened with her, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I found that hilarious, because the backlash that I didn't think she deserved to get that much backlash. Like, I expected people to say something, obviously, because the statement and the way she said it was a bit like, you should have thought before you said it, obviously. But at the same time, don't think she should have got the amount of hate that she got, if I'm being honest. Like, people were just coming on her about, yeah, of course it's not that difficult. You take pictures and you call it a day, which that is true. Compared to a lot of jobs, again, I'm not going to speak on this too much, but compared to a lot of jobs, nursing, you know, being a sales assistant or working like 10 to 6 or working long hours in the day, compared to that, obviously taking pictures for 2 seconds and editing it and posting it is nothing. But at the same time, as an influencer, I kind of was just like, ooh, let me do my eyebrows. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows. I have to go all the way like this because the mirror is like here, so I'll be back. Don't know what my eyebrows are doing, don't ask. I don't fill in my eyebrows usually, I just let them go wild, but for the sake of it being such a clean makeup look, I'm gonna do my brows. But yeah, I feel like because people see influencers like Molly May and and, you know, Yewande and all these other influencers making their pee, doing the damn thing, that they think it's just so simple and that it's so easy to get into. Next up is concealer. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is the E.L.F Hydrating Camo Concealer. I've been using this for months. Absolutely obsessed with it. I've been using it for about a year now, actually. Love E.L.F products. All of their products are absolutely amazing. So E.L.F, you know what to do. But yeah, I feel like because people see so many huge people making money and doing things and whatever, they think it's so simple. The main topic that I'm going to be talking about today is the inequalities that you get, well, that comes with being a black influencer. I'm gonna share some receipts, because I can't just speak on it and not give you guys my 2 cents. I'm gonna blend in my concealer. I put my concealer down here because I've got really dark areas on my face, so I'm gonna be using the NYX brush in the number 03. Been using this for years. Obviously, you guys know me. I'm a mum, as well as having a business. I have a podcast, FORME podcast, check it out. Obviously, yeah, I don't work a 9 to 5. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. It's just not, I've talked about this many times. It's just not in my nature to work a 9 to 5 and to work for someone. I really appreciate people that do. I don't want anyone to twist my words and think that I don't, you know, I feel like I'm above people who work a 9 to 5, because I don't. For me, I have such a creative personality. I cannot work for somebody else. I have so many ideas that I want to execute and do, and working for somebody else is just not going to fulfill that for me. So that's just a personal choice. But then in terms of getting work and getting paid, I feel like, yeah, once again, people think it's just such a easy thing. Take pictures, edit your pictures, upload your pictures, get 2,000, 100 million pounds from it. No. Concealer is blended in. I don't wear foundation usually. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Don't know how people's gonna respond to this, but being a black influencer, first of all, being an influencer in general is such a rewarding position, because obviously you're working with brands that you love and brands that you like organically buy from, so it just makes sense to be paid to obviously share and work for them and advertise and make styling videos like what I do. But I'll tell you something that's not fun. What's not fun is you getting paid not even half, but a fraction of what your white counterparts get paid. It's the same. I was talking to my friend about this literally like a couple hours ago. It's the same in the corporate world when you're fighting for a payroll and for a raise. And I hate seeing jobs and it just says the pay is competitive. What on earth is that supposed to mean? If you have a different level of professionalism and if you have different experience and higher experience maybe than someone else, then yeah. But in terms of the payroll's competitive, because I'm a black female, I get paid less. Because I'm a black male, I get paid less. Because I came from a working class background and this person went to Oxford, Stanford, wherever, that they get paid more. It's the same energy. It gives the same energy as, you know, wanting to work somewhere, but you need experience. But to need experience and to get experience, you need to work there. How are you supposed to get the experience if they're not gonna hire you? Something happened very recently, so it's still very fresh, where I worked with someone and almost worked with someone else, and not gonna name any names. Yeah, I worked with these people and almost worked with them again after the situation, but I told myself, no, I need to value myself more. And I got paid, let's say, I'm gonna give random figures, not actual figures. I worked with this brand and, you know, I had to do, this is figuratively, I'm not gonna tell you guys what actually happened, obviously. Yeah, so let's say I had to do a Instagram reel, I had to do an Instagram story, I had to post like 4 pictures for this brand, and I had to post on TikTok. Let's say I had to do all of that. I contour with eyeshadow, by the way. The Morphe palette does the job. Yeah, so let's say I had to do all of that, and then somebody else, non-black, white, only had to post an Instagram picture and a story of her unboxing the products. She got paid, let's say she got paid £1,000. Even though she got paid so much more, but let's say she got paid £1,000 to do just those 2 things. I got paid £100 to do all those things that they wanted me to do. Bearing in mind, me and this person have the same following, if not very similar, it made no sense. I had to do more. It took me more effort to do these things because I have a child. I had to put time aside. I had to change my whole day around, etc, etc. And I'm not taking away the work that I put this girl to do these things, but I was asked to do so much more. A YouTube video, you know, a TikTok, a reel, 4 Instagram posts, not 1, 4. She only had to do 1 story, 1 picture. I digress. So one thing I really hate, I never say the word hate, but I'll say it in these some circumstances. One thing I really hate, by the way, sharing with you guys what I'm doing, I always base my eyeshadow with a neutral like plain color, this like really, I don't know if you guys can see it, really light one on my lid. I cannot see what I'm doing, I'm so far away from the mirror, so if this looks terrible, I'm so sorry. In my crease, I'm gonna use a brown, so like a much darker color. Anyway, one thing, they don't have a budget, and then when you put a number out there, all of a sudden, oh no, that's too much for us. The unfortunate reality of it is, ladies and gents, is that I have to work, and other black influencers, we have to work 10 times harder than our counterparts, unfortunately. And I really don't want this to come across like any sort of way, because I'm just stating my experience. And in my experience, people think I make so much money. People think because I work with certain brands, I can pay my rent and so much more. And I have the means to buy luxury items. I've never bought a luxury item in my life. We're gonna take a break from that and talk about the star of the show, and that's the eyes. I done this like really like cat eye defining eye look, and I used the Maybelline New York Crayon Kohl pencil in the color 100. Love it. The thing with this is you have to be messy. It's a really messy pencil. I use this in my inner corner, on my upper corner, and I put it on my wing so I can wing it out. So can't show you guys up close, but I'm gonna show you guys before and after. This is before and this is after. She's pretty, isn't she? Yeah, I literally just like rubbed it on and smudged it out. I don't like to do a whole lot because I already have Gucci bands under my eyes. I don't want to drag it to make my face look like it's sagging. Anyway, we're gonna take a break from my makeup. Actually, I'm gonna do my lash glue and let it dry, then we're gonna chit chat a bit more. So yeah, when it comes to being a influencer, once again, it's just such a funny industry, because from the surface level, people think it's so amazing and so glamorous, and you get to do amazing things, and you get to, you know, you get free products and you get free packages and you work with amazing brands, which that is true. I'm not in any way, shape or form trying to sound ungrateful, because I'm unbelievably grateful for the people that I've worked with and the brands that I've worked with and the relationships that I've built because of it. But at the same time, it's not it. It really is not it. The stories that I've heard as well of other black content creators, like Nella Rose has talked about this, Adiola Patron has talked about this, Mario Musa has talked about this, Patricia Bright has talked about this, like the industry just being so outwardly racist, basically. I don't even know how else to put it, but the industry just, I don't know where people get it from, and I don't know why the stigma is a thing. Like, I done an interview with Girl Boss. If you guys don't know what Girl Boss is, they're a huge platform for girl bosses and empowering women and helping women get jobs in the industry, etc, etc. They're absolutely amazing. So I had the pleasure of doing an interview, and I think it's live, so if it is, I'll link it down below. But I was talking about this topic. So mad to me that because of my skin color, you don't want to work with me. My reach is higher than said person. You know, my engagement's higher than said person, but because my skin color is a bit darker, you want to go with that person. Don't understand it. Don't think I ever will understand it. And to be fair, I'm completely fine with that, but let's just say I'm never working with that brand again unless they pay me what I deserve and pay me what I'm worth. So that's just a tip that I can give to you guys that are aspiring content creators and influencers. And I'm seeing so many girls like starting to grow their Instagram, and I'm seeing so many TikToks like finally, you know, getting serious on Instagram, take serious Instagram pictures with me, whatever. And I just sit down like, if only you knew. And half of them are black British girls, and I love that for them. Their outfits are fire, their outfits are banging, and you just don't know. You just don't know. Put some mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm waiting for my lashes to dry. But until then, let's do lips. The star of the show that everyone's waiting for. The infamous Kiko Lip Gloss. Oh, love, obsessed. Don't know why I've been sleeping on this for the longest time. This lip gloss is perfect. It is in number 21. Put it on, absolutely beautiful. And I also use the Kiko lip liner in the color 531. Beautiful. So smooth and so buttery, this pencil. Anyway, I look crazy. Now I'm gonna put the gloss on. Oh my God. Now I can actually talk to you guys. The industry is just so funny regarding collaborations and how you work with people. And I feel like people think that you need to have a certain following to collaborate with brands. And I feel like we should know by now that that's not the case. Being a black content creator is really funny. It's really entertaining, and I have no idea how to actually explain it to you guys. You kind of just have to be in the bubble. Let's just say that I wish, say the least, I wish I got what I deserved. The content that I create, YouTube's a whole different thing. YouTube is more personal. The brands that I work with on YouTube is more specific and tailored to me and who I am, what I value, etc, etc. Like, for example, the podcast that I've started, it talks about all things self-care, all things, you know, how to start a business, being a businesswoman, being a luxury woman in 2022, relationships, and all things like that. I wanted to start a podcast to talk about those things, and the one thing that helped me was Skillshare. Nice way to go into it. Skillshare is an amazing online community for creatives wanting to expand on an existing, you know, skill that you have, or wanting to learn something new. For me, it was podcasting this month. Every month I go on a new class, I learn different things. So because I started a podcast in the last couple of weeks, like it's only been like 2 weeks since I started my podcast, and I've learned so much already. Skillshare has been really helpful in terms of letting me understand what podcasting is, and the microphone that I need, and the equipment that I need, and the form of editing that I can use. Like, I use GarageBand on my laptop. I've got a microphone right here that I'm using to record, so sound quality is obviously really important because it's an audio platform, it's not a visual platform like YouTube. And branding is really important as well, so that's one thing I also learned in the class. My logo, the brand colors, you know, the brand fonts, etc, etc. It's the same thing when I started my jewelry business. I also went on Skillshare to learn how to brand my jewelry business so I stand out to everyone else. So if you're looking to learn something new, expand on an existing skill, there are so many classes to do with influencing and content creating. If you want to start a podcast, if you want to start a YouTube channel, be an Instagrammer, be a social media manager, there is a class for you on Skillshare. So I want you guys to go straight to my description right now, and the first 1,000 people who clicks on the link in my description will get the first 1 month free of Skillshare. Do not miss this. Skillshare is such an amazing platform. It's not just because I'm working with them. I have used them prior working with them, but use this to your advantage. Click on the link in the description and get 1 month free off of Skillshare. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. My lashes has now dried. I feel like my lashes make such a difference to my look because I don't have eyelashes, so it just changes it. It really just does change it. I'm now going to finish off with blush. I should have started off with that, but I've had this palette for so long, could not tell you where it's from. I think it's from Makeup Revolution. I've had this for so long. I'm going to go crazy. Ta-da! And that is the finished makeup look. I really hope that the camera's doing it justice. But yeah, when it comes to being an influencer and a content creator, I do not want you guys to be discouraged because it is an industry that you can make so much money and you can make a full-time living of it. You can quit your 9-to-5 job if that is what you want. But at the same time, don't think that within the first 7 days you're gonna make money. And like I said, for some people it is the case and they blow up and, you know, they make 7-figure business in 2 seconds and they work with amazing brands that actually know their value and pay them what they're worth and what they deserve. But for people like me, I'm keeping it real with you guys. I'm keeping it 100% as always. That's not the case, and brands need to step up and pay people what they're worth, especially young Black British content creators. I hope you guys like this makeup look. Again, all the products that I use will be linked down below, and don't forget to click on the link in the description to get 1 month free of Skillshare. Do not miss it. Learn something new today, build up on a skill today, become an influencer or a social media manager today. Anyone can do it. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to stay happy, stay safe, stay inspired, and listen to Form the podcast if you want to hear all things business, relationships, how to be a boss ass in 2022. Then listen to that link down below, and check out my Instagram if you're not already following me on @imjessiara. And don't forget to stay happy, stay safe, stay inspired, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.